Hi everyone, you are. This is CoinsKid. Going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for your support. So right now, Bitcoin is doing really well. In my opinion, it's doing really well. We're retracing right now, which is to be expected because, like I said to you, nothing goes up like that, and if it does, be scared. You don't want it to do that because that's parabola, that's mania, which I do expect we will enter that sort of phase for Bitcoin eventually down the line, in the latter part of the bull run here for Bitcoin. But yeah, it's doing everything it needs to do. You come up in these beautiful waveforms, you retrace, waveform, retrace, waveform, retrace, sometimes come down to a deeper level of retracement where you hold a key level support for continuation. And right now, Bitcoin, it is in a technical target. It's in a technical target to the upside, not to the downside. There's no downside technical target for Bitcoin at the moment. Until I see it, okay, there's no technical target to the downside. So I don't understand why people are telling you that. But anyway, all I do is say what I see. I don't give you no bullshit. So right now, Bitcoin is doing everything that I said it would do. Okay, I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but all the way down here, I said you was forming a bullish reversal pattern, a falling wedge, and a bullish channel. Okay, look, beautiful. You've all sorts of beautiful patterns at play here. You've broken out a key level of resistance. You're coming up. You've hit the smaller falling wedge. You've hit the top of this level of resistance in this wedge, and now you've got this target of this falling wedge where you created it, where you fell into it. Do you see that? So you've got targets above, and not only that, you have a massive technical target here for Bitcoin because there is a larger falling wedge, okay, at play here. You see this potentially if you got rejected just there. This is where you would have seen the continuation and potential bear market scenario where you could have come down to this sort of 25k, but so far you've broken out of a key level of resistance, so you are in a technical target, okay, until you do something like this where you roll back and you come back into the pattern, which I've told you, if you do start to lose a 050 right now on the daily time frame, if you start to roll over, you do need to see this green line hold as support right here, because if Bitcoin does fall it back into this pattern, this could be deemed as a bit of a throwback. Just here, look. A throwback is basically where it breaks out of a pattern and then comes back into the pattern, and this would see a continuation of this pattern, potentially forming a lower low here, and this could be a bear market signal that you're losing this structure just here, because like I said to you on the Fibonacci retracement, you've held the 1272 like a boss. You've had basically a triple bottom down here in a bullish pattern. Okay, so we do need to see Bitcoin hold these levels of support, the 050, which it's holding right now as a retracement, If it loses that, like I said to you, full transparency, come to your charts, draw this trend line, okay? If you do start to see Bitcoin roll and lose this particular level of support, you're falling under the EMAs, which is a bad sign, okay? That's a big tick that you sort of reversing the trend here, because at the minute you're in an uptrend on the daily time frame. Like I said to you, the trend is your friend until the end. Break the trend, make a new friend. You're looking good for continuation. But one sign, if you do start to see this, Bitcoin rolls over here, rolls over and loses this key level of support, the EMAs especially, and you start to roll back into this pattern, then that is a massive signal that you could be entering a bear market here for Bitcoin. Okay, it's a precursor signal because you're going to come down and lose this key level of support because you're coming back into a falling wedge, which is again a reversal pattern, but you would be losing key levels of support right here for Bitcoin, and the recovery, I don't think we would get a recovery from this pattern. Like I say, and these can break down to the downside. There's a 68% chance that they break up, which is what you're doing right now, but there's a 32% chance that you break down. Okay, so right now it's doing everything it needs to. It's painting all the signals that you're breaking out of a key level resistance, and the pattern at play is valid until validated away. You've got this primary target up here at 58,971, and then you've got the high where you created the top edge of the falling wedge just here, okay, which you've broken out of. So like I say, the pattern at play is validated until validated away, and you're in a bullish reversal pattern right now. But full transparency, you have broken out here. I've not necessarily seen a back test of support here. So if you do start to go into a little bit of a deeper retracement right now for Bitcoin, because this is what it's doing, it's coming up, impulsive, retrace, impulsive, retrace. You might get a new impulsive wave here, which could bring you up to this golden ratio 4737, okay, which is the primary target of this falling wedge. If you do get that, okay, you do need to see it break and back test and hold support for the continuation, because if you do start to roll back here and you enter this pattern, that's relatively bearish. I'm going to be transparent with you, relatively bearish in the short term. So that's basically Bitcoin. So far, so good. It's doing everything it needs to do for continuation of the bull run, okay? So what I'm going to do is look at the retracement levels for you right now on the 4-hourly time frame. So yesterday, just ran a little bit shy of our primary target. I'm on 618 up there, but it's rolling back and it's holding the 050 as a boss. Because look, this is a major level of resistance that is now turning into support. This is good. You're hugging the 4-hourly 20 EMA. You know, if you do start to roll here, like I said to you, put some cheeky bids on the 55. But if you do start to roll there, you do need to see this trend line, this green line, hold as support right now. Okay, because this could potentially be a throwback, and then you're going to come lower. I've just explained all that. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's looking relatively healthy for continuation here. You are retracing, which is what you want to see. Now, when you start to retrace, you do need to have some primary targets here, because look, it comes up like this. So you've come up in an impulsive wave just here. Look, massive impulsive wave. You started to retrace, you found a key level of support, and you start to move on a new impulsive wave, and now you're retracing again. So when you start to retrace, you have levels of support on the fibs that you need to see held, because if you start to lose these levels of support, this is where you create things called reversal wave. And I've taught you this, okay? So you come up in this impulsive wave, you're now beginning to retrace. This is a very strong level, this. If you start to see Bitcoin bounce off this means you're in a really strong trend, okay? Whatever the trend is, you know, the higher you break off these levels of support in a retracement, the higher and stronger the trend is. It's a confirmation bias. So if you do start to lose that, start to roll over, you know, I did do a tweet update today. Put some cheeky bids on this level, because this is a primary target. This is where you'll see a lot of orders in the order book, okay, for Bitcoin, because 050 is a major level where traders target, you know, but it doesn't always bounce there. It can come to the 0382, but the primary level you do need to see held here for Bitcoin is the golden ratio. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's going to go to 39k. If it goes to 39k, you're losing the golden ratio, and you're coming back into this green pattern here, the large, massive falling wedge, which is a bullish reversal pattern. You're coming back into that. You're losing the golden ratio, and you're creating something called a reversal wave, where you come down to $37,000. Now, if you do that, that's quite negative for Bitcoin, to be honest with you, because it's a massive reversal pattern. It's a reversal of a trend, effectively, because you're creating a reversal wave. Look, reversal wave, and at that point you could actually go on to form a new impulsive wave to the downside, because you're losing a key level of support. Do you see that? So the further up that we can actually retrace to, the stronger the trend for Bitcoin. But again, put some cheeky bids on the 050 and this 55 EMA. If you do start to see it roll anymore and it starts to lose this golden this Fibonacci retracement of 050, the dead cat bounce, if you do start to lose 43,2999, you know, constantly like that, and you're hitting your head, there's a high probability you are going to come down to the 050 or the 55 EMA. So it's going to be around this area. But again, if you do start to lose that, you know, that is quite negative for Bitcoin, that you lose this level of support, the golden ratio of 40164. Okay, so yeah, it's doing everything it needs to do. It's retracing. Now, if and it is a big if, okay, if we do get lucky and it does start to roll here and it does come down to the 050, I can tell you straight away where your next impulsive wave is and where you're going to see Bitcoin shoot up to on the next wave. And that's literally, it's going to take out the golden ratio, and you're going to be looking at a 48,192 Bitcoin token. Okay, and at this point you are looking extremely healthy for Bitcoin. Something like this, retrace, pick up steam, and hold them back to set support. You're looking beautiful here for continuation, because like I said to you, you would have already got to the destination just there, okay, of this particular bullish pattern that you are in. You're in a bullish pattern. Look, bum, 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 broken out, waveform, get there. Do you see what I mean? That's why I was able to give everyone the long opportunity from there to there of around about 44% for Bitcoin. That's a massive trade for Bitcoin. You know, a massive multi-billion-dollar market cap moving 48%. So anyway, they're your primary targets. Do anticipate that if you do start to see a deeper roll here, because you are rolled in the 236 as a boss, if you do start to see a deeper roll, that's your primary target. Put some cheeky bids in down there, okay? And like I said to you, if you start to lose this green line, then potentially open a little short, and then we'll find out where the support is, because you are losing the golden ratio. You are going to create a reversal wave, and you have got a little short opportunity there when you start to lose that. of around about 8% for Bitcoin, okay, which that would be very negative if it did that, to be honest with you. And from there, this is potentially where this could actually say, you know, we're entering a bear market here for Bitcoin. Potential. I will always tell you what I see. So yeah, I mean, it's doing relatively well. If it does start to retrace here at this level, I need to give you another target, don't I? So basically from this level here up to there, this is where you could actually see a nice little impulsive wave start to form for Bitcoin, where it's bouncing off this 20 EMA like this, look, and you're starting to come up now. And this could be a little target here for Bitcoin. So if you do start to see Bitcoin come up now and break 45343, you are looking at a lovely little long opportunity just there of around about 3.4%, coming up to the 1618 at 46955 for Bitcoin. So I'll always cover every scenario with you, okay? So far so good. Back tomorrow on another Bitcoin update. Take care, everyone. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and thank you for your support across the board. I really do appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.